February boy here. I got a question. The question is, who out there doesn't like to have control about every situation that has to do with yourself? And believe me, I believe that most people always want to have control. But we don't always. I remember when my kids were small and they would get sick, and I would get angry because they were sick. Because I didn't have control over what was going on with them at the time. If anybody around would probably thought I was crazy. I was always that I was mad at the kids, but I wasn't mad at the kids. I was mad at the situation that I could not control. I hate losing control. To this day, I'm older now, and so I'm in my 70s, and I don't like not having control of my situation, meaning my health. I don't have control of what my health does. I mean, you have certain amount of things that you can do to help your health, but you don't have control over your health. If you have a disease, you have it. There's nothing you can do about it. So it's very tough not having control of the situation. I don't have control over the fact that I can't get up from this chair and then just get into a vehicle and take off and go somewhere. That control, that was probably one of the biggest controls that I've lost in the last year or so. I can't do, and it really is. It's taxing on my brain and my body and my everything, because I can't do that. I don't have the means to do that, and it's a shame, because that was something I loved to do, was to drive. But then there's so many things out there that I don't like. I don't like to not have control over. I don't. It's like if I got a package coming, I want that package right now, because maybe I'm impatient or anything, but I don't have control over when that package is going to be delivered, because that control's been taken away from me. That's more controls that have been taken away. The only control that I have is that I can turn my TV on, turn it to a program that I want to watch, and I have control over it. And that's probably why they call remotes a controller, because it is a controller. You can control your TV, but I can't control what goes on, what basically goes for me. I can't control what's going on around me. I have to rely on other people to take me to appointments, and I have no problem with that, because I want my kids to know what's really going on with me and my health and everything else. So, but it's in the long run, I've lost control, and it taxes on my body, it taxes on my mind. It really bothers me. Losing control is probably one of the worst things. When you don't have control over what's going on around you, it becomes a problem. I mean, it's gonna tear you up. It's gonna tear you down. It's gonna make it just does. I mean, I can't control what's going to happen to me next month when I go have an echo. It's either going to come out the same, it's going to come out better, it's going to get worse. I have no control over that. But the problem is, I know that I got to take care of the problem, because that's the way it is. But when I have to right at the moment, I have no control in my life at all. I have none. I mean, I have everything delivered to my house. I have no control over when that stuff gets here. It gets here when they deliver, and that's just the way it is. I have no control over anything. I have nothing anymore. It's like basically I'm in a prison. And I know what people's going to say. Well, get out, go places, go somewhere, go do this. I don't want to go nowhere because I don't like people. Bottom line, I cannot be around people because I don't have control over what they're going to say, what's coming out of their mouth. I don't have control over it. So if I have no control over it, I don't want to be around it. And maybe that's weird, but that's how I am. Losing control is the worst thing that an elder, even when I was younger, I hated. I wanted control over my whole situation. Everything that I'd done, I wanted control. It was me. I'm the one that makes the decisions. But now, I make decisions, but I don't have control over them. And maybe it's hard for some people to understand, but if you think about it, everybody likes to be able to control what's going on in their life. And when you lose it, yeah, it's really strange. It's really hard on you. Like I said, the worst thing I ever did was giving up driving. That was the only thing that I ever had control on, because I didn't drive that much in the later years. I mean, when I was younger, oh my God, I was always driving. I loved to drive. I liked going everywhere. But then when I got older, if I got 2,000 miles a year out of my vehicle, that would be about it. I mean, I would go, but I had control to where I was where I had to be. Appointments that I had to go to, if I wanted to run to the store, I had that control. I lost that now. So now it's driving me nuts. I mean, it's basically driving me nuts. I mean, it's hard. So that's one thing that I've lost that has really hurt me bad. I mean, I kind of wish that I had just said, okay, I'll drive and I'll just, do it safely and not worry about why should I have given up something? I did it on my own. I made the decision on my own because I was afraid it's going to, pass out, hurt somebody or something. And I understand that. But doing that, I took away what control I had in life. So now I have no control over anything. I have to depend on others. And, the others have been pretty good. My son is, he does what he can, and I love him for it. But you know what? I don't know much longer I can do this stuff without some control given back to me. I have to have some control, and I don't have it. And I know a lot of people say, well, that's not that bad. Oh, it is. It really is. It's like, you're talking to somebody and then you got to watch what you say all the time because you don't never know what's going to set them off. So that's taking my control away. And sometimes I feel like I just don't want to talk to anybody because I don't want to set nobody off. I just don't. I mean, it's not that I mean to set them off. I just don't want to do it. It's just that's just me. I know this probably is one of those videos you're probably saying, well, he's woe is me and shit, but this is not woe is me. This is a fact. When you get to a certain age, you'll see when you start to lose control of everything that you do, where you don't have control of what you can do and what you can't do. I mean, I can't run down the block. I can't run because I can't run anymore. I dance every morning. That's one thing I do have control over because I do dance every morning. It's exercise. I dance. I walk around the house. Sometimes I'll walk outside. But them I have control over. Me, myself, and I have control over that. But anything else, I've lost control. And it's really been bad. It's really been bad. It's been very taxing on me and my mind and everything else. But anyway, sorry I laid this on you, but this is something new. It's been bothering me, so I'm gonna let you guys go. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Go to my YouTube, February Boy. So anyways, have a good day. Don't lose control.